let's do a little fun thing for the guys around here. Hold your hands up like this here, and we're going to count out loud. Count out loud for everybody. So 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
That guy seems to be having problems counting his fingers. I think there might be some hypnotic suggestions on at play here. So the question I'm going to answer this week in this tutorial video is, how do you make sure that hypnotic suggestions don't stick longer than they should do? That was a question put to me in a video from last week, so I'm going to answer that. Thanks very much for dropping that question. I'll give you more information on that question when I get inside. So whether you want to find out the answer to that question, or whether you just want to find out if this guy can actually figure out how to count his fingers, keep watching. This guy really is a star. You've seen him twice in 2 other videos. I'm going to put links in the info section above, and I'm going to put links in the description section below as well. The important place to check out is the description section of any of my videos, because I'll always add to the description section as more videos come out from individuals that I talk about. So check out the description section and you'll find everything you need to know about Turan, even videos that come out in the future if you're watching this out in the future. Hope that makes sense. As I hinted in the intro there, I am making this video in response to a question that was asked last week. Now, the person was just named R. That's their handle on YouTube, so I don't know whether you're male or female. Please do drop another comment below just to tell us a bit more information about you. But they asked this question here. And the question is, how do you make sure the suggestions are not any more valid until the end of the hypnosis session? Some of the suggestions might disappear by themselves, but some associations are being still valid after people are leaving. Their question really is, how do you remove a suggestion so that it doesn't stick forever and ever? I'm going to answer that in the tutorial section after this video, so let's watch this video first, and you might be able to answer. It's a straightforward answer. It's a nice question, but has a straightforward answer in it. So check out this video and see if you can even answer that before you come to the tutorial. But do stay tuned, because I'm going to talk about sections of this video and answer that question as well from R. To support this channel, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget, click the big red subscribe button and that bell notification button next to the subscribe button so you get notified every time a new video comes out from myself. And if you have any comments, please leave it in the comment section below. As I'm showing you today, if you leave a comment, I actually do make videos of your comments from time to time, so please do drop a comment in the comment section below, whether it's about this video or whether it's about a question you want to ask in general about hypnosis, therapeutic, stage or street hypnosis. I love answering your questions, so leave a comment in the comment section below. But enough of that admin, let's watch the video of Turan. If you go more relaxed to make you feel, that's right. And then on the count from 1 to 3, on the count of 3 you can open your eyes and be back with us. Your name will come back to you fully. But just as quickly as your name comes back to you, the number 7 disappears from your mind. The number 7 just disappears from your mind. You know how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nod your head that you understand. Your name will come back to you fully, but you will not be able to say that number between 6 and 8. There's no number between 6 and 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nod your head that you understand. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. What's your name?
Turan.
Turan, of course it is. How do you do, Turan?
Good.
There you go. Tell you what, let's do a little fun thing for the guys around here. Hold your hands up like this here, and we're going to count out loud. Count out loud for everybody. So 1,
2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Why is everybody laughing at me?
I don't. Why is everybody laughing? Why is everybody laughing?
It's so confusing. Like,
It is so confusing. Start again. Start again. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. But I'm counting it right.
There's just something not right there, is there?
I don't get it. Like,
You don't get it. Why is everybody laughing?
you got it right though. Yeah. Fine.
Try one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10.
What's 2 and 2?
4.
4 and 4?
9. I don't get it. Like,
Why is everybody laughing? I don't know.
Try again.
Try again.
Mate, you realise what it really doesn't matter.
Okay, remember your legs and back will support you. Sleep. Way down. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Relax. The deeper you go, the more relaxed you feel, the more relaxed you feel, the deeper you go. In a minute, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes and be back with us. And you will remember all the numbers in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You will be able to count properly again.
So, wasn't Turan a star? He really was great. That was a number amnesia skit, and I'm going to talk about the core, which is the number amnesia first, and then I'm going to come back and answer R's question that I said I would answer, so stay tuned for that. So, the core of this is the number amnesia, as I say, and it's usually what I'll do is pick the number 7. I'll leave a little link to a video where I talk about why I picked the number 7, but suffice to say for now, I usually pick the number 7. But what was interesting, as much as the script, as I say, the pattern of my hypnotic suggestion was you will forget the number 7, right at the end of that suggestion, as a variation of the number 7 will disappear, I say there is no number between 6 and 8. The number between 6 and 8 will disappear. Now, if he was focused maybe on other things going on in that mall, and his focus attention was just picked up, as I said, 6 and 8 will disappear, which is the end of that sentence, then he would forget the number 6 and 8 rather than number 7, and that's exactly what happened in this situation. Now, I'm doing a bit of guesswork. It may not be why. I always say these are suggestions. These are hypnotic suggestions, not hypnotic orders, not hypnotic commands, and not hypnotic directions. You never hear hypnotic directions. These are just suggestions. I'm giving a suggestion that something will disappear. I'm talking about numbers, and his mind is free to pick up on which numbers disappear. As I get him to hold his hands up and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of course, because I've said a latter number, talking about 6, 7, and 8, my suggestion, everything's fine so far. But when we get to the second hand, because 6 has disappeared in his mind, he counts 5 twice. Then he goes from 5 to 7. I always tell people when doing hypnosis skits, because you're not controlling them, you're just giving a suggestion. It's up to them as to what they accept, and don't panic if it doesn't go exactly the way you had planned. I'd planned for the number 7 to disappear, but it stuck. So the cool thing is that the skit still worked. There was still a number of amnesia, just not the number I'd planned. At the core, I always say, of any street hypnosis, any entertainment hypnosis, is to give the individual you're hypnotizing a experience, and to give the audience, the onlookers, audience is probably a too fancy a term for a street hypnosis setting where there's maybe only 3 or 4 people, but you can hear everyone off camera really having a good laugh. So they're getting entertainment, and Turan is slightly confused but not in any way distressed, so he's gaining an experience about hypnosis and about the power of his mind, at the ease with which he can forget numbers. Something we're taught really from very early age, 1, 2 years old. We're taught by rote over and over again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're taught numbers from a very early stage, and yet it was a very easy thing for him to forget. So it's a good experience for him and a good experience for the audience. That's really the tick in the boxes that you want when you're doing street hypnosis. Now, coming to R's question. R asked the question, well, how do those suggestions not stick and last longer than you want them to, whether it's lasting all the way through or lasting beyond the hypnosis finishing? So hopefully you saw the answer to that right at the start of that video, and I left a bit of a clip right at the end of that video as well. At the start I was saying just as quickly as your name comes back to you. So I'm telling him, I'm giving him once again a suggestion that his name will come back to him. If you haven't watched the previous video, in the previous video I'd made him forget his name. Now, not only do I give the suggestion, but when he opens his eyes after I've now given the new suggestion for number amnesia, I say, what's your name? And he says, Turan. As easy as it can be, and yet minutes before, seconds before, he wasn't able to say his name. So I'm removing the suggestion and testing that the suggestion has been released. Right at the end of this video, once again, you see me saying those numbers will come back to you fully. So again, I'm telling him that the number amnesia will disappear as I start to layer in, and you didn't hear what the next suggestion is. You're going to have to watch for the next video that will be coming out in the future, and I'll put that link in the description section once it's released. It was a very good question with a straightforward answer, but very powerful question, a very important question to ask. How do you make sure these suggestions don't stick? I could have, instead of saying just as quickly as your name comes back, the number 7 will disappear, I could have removed one and put a new suggestion in, as I did there. I could have said, just as your name has been forgotten, you will now forget the number 7. So I've now added to the suggestions, and I can make that what we would call a running gag across several skits. I could come back to the idea he's forgotten his name, but I just want to keep things nice and simple in a street hypnosis setting by removing one suggestion as I put another suggestion on. It's very common in a stage hypnosis routine where you know you're going to do maybe an hour of routines to leave 1 or 2 running gags throughout the whole hour of the show, but in a street hypnosis setting, no rules to say you can't leave a running gag on, but I generally don't. One last thing I want to say in terms of answering R's questions is, what about when the hypnosis is completely over? Once again, in a street hypnosis setting, I'm going to say all suggestions will disappear as I bring them out of hypnosis. In a therapeutic setting where I'm giving a suggestion that I want to stay long after they've left the room, long after the hypnosis is finished, I'm not going to remove the suggestion. That's the difference between street hypnosis, maybe a stage hypnosis, and therapy. In therapy, you want to leave those suggestions in. Now, what happens if I ever forget a suggestion, forget to remove a suggestion? Now, if I've asked you to forget the number, or maybe your name, or do something silly, it's not what you really want. You want it to experience for a short period of time, so consciously, those suggestions will drift away. They will be forgotten. But in a therapeutic setting, if it's really what you want consciously, if you really want to stop smoking, when you come to me and I give you that suggestion, when I don't remove it, it will stick because it's now aligning with what you consciously wanted. So I hope, again, you know the difference between therapeutic hypnosis and street hypnosis through that answer as well. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget, click the big red subscribe button and that bell notification button next to the subscribe button. And like I say, always leave a comment, because just in this case today, I've answered one of your comments in a new video. So you might get your question answered as a video out in the future. So keep watching and keep asking those questions in the comments. So as I leave you now, I'm going to ask you to watch this video here. It's going to be a full set from induction, several skits, and the immersion, bringing them out of hypnosis. And in this video, you're going to see me say all suggestions will be removed. Again, an important part of finishing off and bringing them out of hypnosis is just to tie everything up, saying all hypnotic suggestions will be removed.